This woman was absolutely starving, not letting even finger-sized fish fry escape her grasp. Yet after catching them, instead of immediately devouring them, she crushed all these fish to pieces, using them as bait to dump into the sea. She endured her hunger, gripping a sharpened wooden stick, staring intently at the blood-churning sea surface, as if fishing for a monster. Before long, a vicious shark indeed followed the scent and swam over. Without hesitation, the woman thrust down with the stick, piercing straight through the shark. At that moment, she was as excited as if she won the lottery, roaring in the water to vent her emotions, as if she had conquered the entire world. But strangely, she didn't immediately enjoy this feast, instead hanging the shark in midair with rope, while hiding herself in a sandpit, quietly observing the surroundings, as if waiting for prey even more terrifying than the shark. But instead of waiting for a monster, she accidentally fell asleep. When she opened her eyes again, the shark had long since disappeared, leaving only an empty rope swaying in the wind. Her heart immediately tightened, every cell in her body warning her that something else was here, more deadly than the shark. The next day, she found the shark's remains on the beach, only half left, covered with vicious bite marks. And when she returned to camp in shock, she discovered her companion's corpse was also gone, leaving only a pool of bloodstained sand on the ground. The woman finally realized, not only were there monsters on the island, but they ate more than just fish. Fear surged through her heart. She worked through the night sharpening wooden sticks, binding them with stones, making spears for self-defense, and began searching for places to hide. Finally, she found a tree hollow at the forest's edge, but strange sounds kept coming from inside. She held her breath and crept closer to investigate. It turned out to be just an innocent little bird. When night fell, she crawled into the tree hollow to hide from the monster. But suddenly, a low roar exploded in her ears, accompanied by violent pounding. The entire tree hollow shook like an earthquake. She was too terrified to move, clutching her head tightly, her heartbeat racing almost to a stop. She didn't know how much time passed before the roaring and shaking finally ceased. She didn't sleep all night, only dozing off in a daze when daylight came. When sunlight hit her eyes, she crawled out from the wreckage, facing ground covered with broken bark and sand. She finally understood that if she didn't take the initiative to strike, she would sooner or later become the next shark. So she gritted her teeth. A crazy and bold plan quietly took shape in her mind.